In the desperate days of World War II, the Gestapo sought to uncover the 18 members of the Allies' most carefully guarded intelligence ring, Blue Light. One by one, these agents were hunted down and destroyed.
Tell Blue Light Control the doors of Grossmünchen will open for David March if he can be kept alive.
They're sending a man named Spaulding.
Anything to keep March alive. Tell them. Go on.
Long before Hitler turned the world to flames, American correspondent David March fled to Germany, posing as a traitor to his own country. Accepted by the Nazi High Command, March worked as a double agent to destroy the Third Reich from within, under the code name Blue Light.
Allow me. Is it an air raid?
Well, here in Berlin, it'll be ridiculous.
How long have you been with this man?
Don't you believe in knocking?
I beg your pardon, Fräulein von Lindendorf. A firebomb has been set in the conference room. The scale model of the Grossmünchen project has been purposely destroyed. We are checking on everyone's whereabouts. How long have you been together in this room?
Oh, really, Helm? There's some things even the SS needn't know about. Now, come on. I'll give you a hand putting out that fire.
I want a written order calling for the arrest of David March.
My dear fellow, March is officially assigned to the intelligence division of the German High Command. He's one of the most valuable operatives they have. The man gave up his country, his citizenship for us.
Gruppenführer.
Blue Light is the code name for an organization of 18 agents bent on destroying us. I've made it my business to track down 17 of them. March is the 18th. I will stake my life on that.
I would be positive I had proof. It would be a shame if you executed March and couldn't back it up. In that case, the Reich would lose 2 loyal followers. Is that clear?
Absolutely clear. When March is given his next assignment, I shall be with him. A little.
Sure, I knew Guy Spaulding, and I was with the International News Service about 180 years ago. Now, what has that got to do with spiriting me away from a weekend at Baroness von Heitzing's?
Spaulding wants to see you. He claims he's defected. Followed your example. He's asking asylum in Germany for the duration of the war.
Naturally, he requested an audience with me. He always did suffer from hero worship.
We'll question Spaulding in Lisbon and give me a report. We'll examine the photostats he's carrying and give me an opinion as to their validity. If he is trying to fool us, we'll bring him back with us and use some new chemicals to get at the truth. Is he on our side or is he a spy? Your decision. Wait carefully.
What are we stopping for? This isn't the frontier.
We are picking up a passenger.
This should be comfortable.
The cable said it would bring information regarding Guy Spaulding.
Would you please?
Mademoiselle Deschamps, about Spaulding.
Spaulding is what you might call a ringer, a trained British agent, coming over posing as a turncoat.
You say a trained agent, but Spaulding is a scientist.
When I was in London, pleading my father's case before the Free Branch, Spaulding and I became, shall we say, close. One night, he made the mistake of saying he had gone to intelligence school at Dorchester. He was drunk. I'm sure he doesn't remember telling me.
Our people in London can check this out. If March does not expose Spaulding, that is sufficient proof.
Proof of what?
You have to say nothing of this to March. You will leave. March, this is Mademoiselle Duchamp. David March.
The company is improving. Please sit down. Make yourself comfortable. I saw you once before in Paris. At a distance, you were on your father's arm. Of course, that was before his disgrace.
I'd rather not discuss it.
It is typical of the French underground to take a hero of 1918 and then string him up like a common criminal just a few years later. After all, his collaboration was for the good of France.
I begged the resistance leaders to let my father die like a soldier before a firing squad with honor. But they refused.
Well, that's why you joined my club. Well, I think at least a few of us should enjoy the war.
It's stuffy in here. Could you open the window, please?
Have you some soap?
Haven't you looked?
How do you get soap like this? Rationing on perfume. Well, and for Lindendorf's?
Mine, imported.
Perhaps Mademoiselle Deschamps would like some. Creature comforts are so scarce.
No, thank you.
And then I have a young lady friend in this one.
Well, then, take a fresh cake. Take 2.
Thank you. One would think you were with the black market. What else do you keep in there? foreign casualties.
I'll have to thank the RAF for this someday. Are you comfortable?
Mary? I've got a message from Craven. Mr. Craven, 16 Chelsea Lane, near the street of Blue Light.
Are you wounded?
I don't feel anything. But I think I could use a soap now. May I have it?
Yes, I think so.
Thank you.
Charming. What's her part in this mission?
We'll rendezvous with Spaulding at 1 o'clock tomorrow. You will be allowed the utmost freedom and privacy in your questioning of him. Remember, we are depending upon you.
The Nazis have been treating you well.
No complaints, Guy.
I hope you don't think I'm trying to steal the spotlight from you, but you've had a monopoly on treason for long enough. Where are they?
Scattered around, they can't hear us.
Has Suzanne briefed you?
We weren't alone long enough.
Eisenhower needs to know what's being built 200 feet below ground at Grossmünchen. It may be the ace that Hitler's holding back for use against us on D-Day, whenever it comes. We've got to get inside Grossmünchen.
That may have been possible once, but not now. Helm suspects me.
That's why I'm here. After today, the Gestapo will never doubt you again. You see, Suzanne's already informed them that I'm a British spy. Right now, her report's being checked out. We've left a good trail of clues that the Jerrys will be sure to sniff out.
Well, don't they realize they've sent you into a death trap?
Exactly, David. And tonight, after examining the papers I've brought, you will denounce me, and in full view of Elm and his associates, you will shoot me to death. All I ask is that you make it quick. I wasn't picked for this mission. I volunteered. You see, I have nothing to lose. I've contracted a terminal disease. It's incurable. I have another 6 to 10 weeks at the outside.
How can you be certain, Guy? And the odds say I should have been dead a month ago. Your doctors can be wrong, too.
That's why I mustn't be taken alive. The German doctors examined me and diagnosed my condition. They'd realized I was a plant. I have to die here in Lisbon.
I won't do it, not to save my own skin.
This has nothing to do with you personally. You're not a man. You're the most critically important agent in Europe. 17 others have died to put you in that position. But to penetrate Grossmünchen, determine exactly what Eisenhower needs to know, and slow down or destroy the project.
All right. I've lost track of how many I've had to kill under orders, but I've never yet had to shoot down one of my own friends. And there comes a time when you've got to question your orders. You turn into something very much like the enemy.
You're supposed to be the enemy. A full-fledged Nazi. Tonight you'll earn their respect. They'll admire the cold-bloodedness with which you eliminate a former chum.
Is British intelligence in on this?
Certainly not. Straight blue light project, strictly chiefs of staff.
Planned right down to the last degree, sacrificial lamb.
Don't pity me. You'll probably never get out of Grossmünchen alive. It's suicide for both of us. I'll say my goodbye now, David. We'll see each other very soon, I'm afraid.
Guy, there's got to be an alternative.
Positions were reversed. I do it to you.
Forgive us for starting dinner without you.
Yes, of course. Spaulding should never have suggested someone who knew him quite as well as I did.
Precisely what are you saying?
He's a phony. He's been coached by experts. They had Guy memorize things that he never would have thought about twice. I tripped him up no less than 3 times.
I see.
It was a very wise decision bringing me here, Elm. He might have gotten past you.
I'll find out a great deal more when I question him personally at my leisure.
You're not going to try and take him across the border.
You're fully aware of my intentions. I told you, March.
Portugal is neutral. We could get ourselves clapped into prison for the duration of the war if we tried kidnapping a British national.
You're suggesting we simply exit gracefully, huh?
No, not at all. I don't like being used by British spies. Spaulding tried to play me for the fall guy in this, and I think his superiors need a lesson. And what Spaulding left behind, all right. Dead.
This Spaulding was once your close friend. Why do you suddenly favor such harsh treatment for him?
Precisely because he was a personal acquaintance. I wish it to be made quite clear that I am not in sympathy with him. You don't have any feelings for him, do you, Elm?
Your gesture is hardly necessary. We'll take him alive.
May I go on record once more in warning you that you may be leading us into a trap? It's a shame to waste such beautiful music.
Will you excuse me, gentlemen?
Pick up Spaulding. Immediately.
You overplayed it. He suspects something is wrong.
That's right. In 10 minutes, we'll go to the nearest phone and dial 759. It's British intelligence here in Lisbon. Tell them that a British agent has been kidnapped and is being taken into Germany tonight. They'll know where to look.
I'm not authorized to do that. It's against orders.
Well, I'm issuing a new directive.
You're ruining everything.
Smile. They're watching. I'm doing the leading, young lady, and sometimes I make up the steps as I go along.
Do you believe I want Spaulding to die? It's horrible, but...
Save it. Did you pass on the soap?
Yes.
Repeat that phone number.
759.
Ship, and I cannot permit it to be used for military purposes.
Start the engines. Where's he?
March! Am I glad to see you?
We'll be spending several days together, Spaulding. My name is Elm, and I will take over your interrogation. I'm going to give you a drug to relax you.
What's wrong? I mean, Davy must have told you I'm on the level. You must have some influence, Dave.
Roll up your sleeve.
Dave! Don't leave me on my own like this! Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't be afraid. We are going to find out who is lying here.
Dave!
It didn't work, Guy. I didn't need a needle to burst your balloon. I turned you in.
No, I guess I'm not a good actor. I could never pretend to be as rotten as you. I could never acquire the stench. You sold out your friends, your country, everything that makes living worthwhile. Even those you work for hate you. You're a dead man, March. You're dead!
Made it a little easier than I thought. Give me a Luger. Elm, I said, give me a Luger.
There's still too much unexplained.
Are you going to go on protecting him? Go like you heard him. And send a few more over like you. We'll see how long they last.
Wait. Francis, you wait. Something is going on here. It's all too neat, too simple. 5 minutes more will make no difference.
What do you expect to happen in 5 minutes? Why are you stalling for time?
He confessed too easily. There's something more.
Why are you trying to keep him alive? Why all this emotion about an enemy agent? You're the one who needs intensive cross-examination.
British agents!
Well, Elm, it seems your friends have arrived.
You liar.
Elm, in the name of the Third Reich, I place you under arrest for treason.
Gorlick, you have a beautiful speaking voice. Now, how do we get off this boat?
Through the engine room and up to the bow. Move.
No sense in taking Spaulding along. You go ahead.
Make it quick.
Look, whether you live 3 weeks or 3 years, you'll have to be officially dead. One mistake and it's my life.
Who knows? Maybe I'll get to learn how the war turns out after all.
I can tell you how it's going to turn out.
Good luck in Grossmünchen.
Captain Führer's the lead guard. I demand to be taken as a prisoner of war.
Tell you, Agent March, there will be another time.